Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Volcano-AC, and in this episode I will be checking out the KSHMR Reverb plugin from WA Production. This reverb plugin has some of the main key reverb effects of DJ and music producer KSHMR. For example, reverse reverb, ducking, de-esser, and even changing the octave of the reverb. This plugin gives you easy access to a variety of pro tools, no pun intended, to make your reverb sound big, clear, and without built-in harshness or muddiness. This is not a sponsored video. I purchased this plugin with my own money. I got it on sale for $24.99 plus tax at Plugin Boutique. Its regular price is around $50. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, and we are here in Studio One DAW, and this is the KSHMR Reverb plugin. And let me first explain you what's going on in this session. I have vocals over here. These are female vocals. Then I have a piano recorded in MIDI. And this is the one that I'm using right now. It is the basic dry, so that I don't have a whole bunch of effects or anything going right now. It's just going to be my KSHMR Reverb that's going to sound, and I have acoustic guitar recording over here, electric guitar, and different other instruments, ukulele, etc. So we're going to see how much we can cover in this video, but basically I'm gonna get started with the vocals. I'm gonna adjust the knobs as needed. At some point I'm gonna exaggerate some of these functionalities just so that you can hear what type of effect you can create. I'm gonna have to get started this plugin off, and when it is off you can see this little square over here is actually all black, and when the plugin is on then it turns into blue. So just keep watching this particular square to see if it's blue, it's on, and if it's black, then that means that this plugin is off. Okay, let's start with the plugin off, and let me just make sure this area over here gets looped around, which is the one that we're going to be focusing on. My suggestion, let's start getting the spirit of Christmas so that we can enjoy these vocals. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Plugin off.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come.
All right, now turn on the reverb right there.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come.
The difference is incredible. But it is not just the reverb that this plugin is really nice. Actually, the functionality that it has, it really has blown me away so far, because things that can be very complex to do, it makes it really easy here at the bottom with these different things, especially here the reverse reverb and the ducking. So we're gonna see that in a minute. For right now, let me adjust parameters. Let's go.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven.
Not bad. Plate.
And heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her.
EQ right here, just so that we can remove any muddiness either at the bottom or at the top, and we can adjust the EQ over here depending on exactly what we need to equalize. And this is super important, especially when you have a mix that you have a whole lot going on, then this can come in handy. Okay.
the King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing.
Dry.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come.
Did you hear that? Let's do it again.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing.
Okay. Let's turn on here the tonal reset. This soft transient.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King.
Not bad. Now let's toggle this one, and now it turns into the reverb volume, as you can see here by the explanation of the control, or of the knob I should say. So here the original signal is still dry. It's only the reverb that we're gonna be affecting right now. Let's see.
Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing.
Really good. So extremely excited about how it sounds. Reacting really well this ducking threshold as we adjust the parameters over here, and the gate as well as we adjust this parameter over here. Now let's go ahead and let's start using our key suite piano. Let's X that out and let's listen to our piano first while our plugin is off. Let me try to adjust over here. All right. Let's see what we got going on. Just the piano intro right there. On. That's sounding a little bit too much, but it's my own fault. I'm making things huge right now, so we need to be a little bit more settled here because of the piano going a little bit more plucky over there. So let's make sure we have our soft transient on and the tonal reset as well. That way, every time it listens to the next chord or note, then it restarts the reverb. Much better. Oh yeah, that sounded really good actually. Let's go for the hull. Yeah, here I need to adjust a little bit different just because it's really plucky. So let's see what we can do. How about a reverse reverse reverb? You see how the reverb actually goes on a slope upwards, where we have lots attenuation right here. How about if we do an octave higher for the reverb? One lower. Okay, let's do a dry. All right. When it gets pluckier, we have to really adjust more parameters to make it sound perfect, but it really just demonstrates with this quick test that it really help us make the sound really huge. Now let's go ahead and let's turn on our tracks that I recorded with acoustic guitars. Let's go. Off. Nice. All right, so now that we have been able to listen to this plugin, let me just go over very quickly what these knobs actually are. So this is the diffusion, which basically controls the buildup of echo density. So basically, if you have a low, then it's going to be the cleanest. Pre-delay, very self-explanatory, you know what this is. And the width, similar thing, this is just how wide the reverb is gonna be. And you can make the pre-delay to sync to the tempo of your DAW if that's something you're interested on. Then of course we have some controls that are very, very common in reverbs, which is the length in seconds and then the mix. So this is almost like having the plugin off, and here is 100% into the mix. Okay, and then the size over here, it deals basically with the space of the reverb, so how long it takes to bounce basically the reverb and come back at you. Now I skipped this part a little bit just because when you toggle the mix over here, it turns into the reverb volume, and then your dry signal stays at 100% and you only control the actual volume of the reverb. This function allows you to put this reverb plugin right on your desired track instead of having to have a send in the track which goes to a reverb bus. For this video, I have the KSHMR plugin on a reverb bus just so I can use it with these different tracks, but that is the functionality of the reverb volume. You can put it right into your track and just manage the reverb from there. Well, the reverb volume, I should say. Then we have this right side of the panel, we have the mod depth, which basically controls the intensity of fluctuations of the reverb. That's pretty cool. Then you have the mod speed, which, as its name is indicated, it tells you it controls the speed of fluctuation in the reverb. And then something super, super cool, which is a de-esser that I should have played more with it while I was doing the female box track over there, the pink one. And it de-esses, of course, those harsh signals, but specifically it takes care of the S's and the frequencies for a cleaner sound, and you can adjust range of action over here as well. And then after that, of course, we have what I was using the most, which is the docking threshold, which is this one over here, which tells the effect in the bottom panel when to activate. So this panel over here, and I'll go over it in just a little bit. And then we have our gate threshold that marks where to stop producing the reverb. That's why I was trying to get my sound signals between these two, the docking and the gate thresholds, so that it starts here and it stops here as the signal goes through. That helps for a much cleaner type of reverb and less muddiness. So that is the gate threshold. And then we have, of course, in this side, the EQ. You saw me moving it around, exaggerating a couple of things. And you can, of course, adjust the Q that you need so that you can definitely adjust it as needed, okay? Then at the bottom, we have seven effects. We have first here the full duck, which is connected here to our ducking threshold. And it's like putting a compressor basically on the reverb that has been sidechained on the main source track. It lowers the reverb volume when the reverb hits the ducking threshold, and the release is how fast it goes back to normal. So it can be slow to go back to normal, or it can be fast as well. The other parameter, you have your fade in a duck, which basically is for transients, and it also has its release speed selection every time there is a new note or a new chord at the initial sound signal, and fade in as the note or chord sustains. And then we have the gate over here. So the gate knob lets you choose how silent you want the reverb to be once it passes the gate threshold. And it also allows you to select its speed of recovery over here. That's pretty good. And then we move into the other knobs, or I should say one knob, one button. This is the tone manager, which is basically has the soft transient knob, which will lower the volume of how the reverb is affected by transients of the original signal. And you can do the tonal reset on and off, which will basically start the reverb when a new transient is detected, so that the reverb stays nice and clean. And finally, we have our special effects. So the special effects, we have first the reverse reverb, which reverses your reverb to give you a special effect. It is basically a reverb that goes up in volume in kind of like a steep slope. You can adjust the attack to determine how quickly it will come back in over here. And then we have the octave knob. The octave knob, basically we can have it go an octave up or down. Maybe I can put it in the piano over here, just so that you can listen how it sounds. So let me play the piano here with the octave at 100%, and let's see how it sounds. Octave up. Almost like there's a violin behind it. So that's pretty cool. Now let's do an octave down. Yeah, pretty cool. Excellent effect. I love it. All right, and these are my two tracks with electric guitar. They both go specifically to the boss where I have this KSHMR Reverb plugin. Let's go ahead and start with the plugin off. Let's go. Turn it on. Off, back on. See those picks here? I let them go through. Maybe right there. We have the ukulele here as well if we want to check it out. Look at the tonal reset over here. All right, and that is all for this episode. If you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button, and for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.